How to buy a car in Kenya and avoid being scammed. Conmen are everywhere, and in the car market, this is no exception, especially the locally used car market in Kenya. So how do you go about acquiring a car safely? My name is Ian, an automotive journalist, and this is Car Advice Kenya. Over the years in the car business, I've seen people lose their hard-earned money to scams. Forget Cairo. Those who scammed were paying for cars that were still abroad. I hope they get their money back or receive their cars. But today we are talking about cars that are already here in Kenya, cars you can see and touch before making a payment. For many first-time buyers, the process of transferring a car into their names seems complicated. But in reality, it is quite simple. Here is how to do it safely. Number 1, be physically present. You must be physically present for the deal, and so should the car. Never agree to any transaction without seeing the vehicle and assessing it thoroughly. Always bring a trusted mechanic to inspect the car's condition before proceeding. Also, ensure every car deal happens in a secure, private location. Do not go alone if possible. Bring a lawyer. Just last week, a man was conned about 300,000 Kenya shillings along Kiambu Road after transferring the money and signing the sales agreement. The so-called dealer ran off, literally, and is now wanted by the DCI. Step 2 is confirming the ownership. Before agreeing to meet a seller, make it clear that the deal will only proceed if they provide the original logbook. This is a non-negotiable. On the day of purchase, the logbook must be on the table. Check that the number on the plates on the logbook match those on the car. Log into your eCitizen account and navigate to the NTSA motor vehicle copy of records. Enter the car's number plate without spaces or chassis number. Pay 550 Kenya shillings through the available payment options. You'll receive a soft copy of the logbook showing details of the car's make, year, fuel type, color, owner's name, his phone number, and much more. If the names on the NTSA system match those on the logbook, proceed to the next step. If they don't, run. If the logbook shows joint ownership with a bank, SACCO or microfinance institution and the seller had not disclosed this earlier, run. The car has an active loan and you might be walking into a trap. If you are informed that the car has a loan, do not pay the seller directly. Instead, visit the bank, SACCO or microfinance institution with the seller to verify the outstanding balance and make the payment there. If the seller claims the logbook is lost or too damaged to read, verify ownership using the NTSA system. If the records are missing on NTSA, run. Step 3 is signing a sale agreement. The seller must draft a sale agreement which must include full names, addresses, and ID numbers of both seller and buyer, a detailed description of the vehicle, the agreed sale price and payment terms, any warranties or guarantees, date of agreement and signatures. Always have a lawyer present to witness the signing and clarify any details. The 4th step is making the payment. Sellers are also cautious and most won't transfer ownership before receiving full payment. Never pay in cash. This is the easiest way to get scammed. Use bank transfers, M-Pesa or any other traceable methods to ensure proof of payment. Once payment is received, the seller should immediately transfer the logbook to your name. Step 5 is transferring the logbook. This step is straightforward. The seller logs into their eCitizen and accesses the NTSA portal. They navigate to motor vehicle and select vehicle transfer. The original logbook is uploaded as a PDF and the buyer's details are entered. The seller pays a transfer fee ranging from 2,000 Kenya shillings to 6,000 Kenya shillings depending on the car's engine capacity, also known as CC. The buyer receives a notification to accept the transfer request. Sometimes NTSA systems experience delays, but ideally you should receive a notification instantly. Once you accept ownership, the seller cannot reverse the transfer. You are now the legal owner of the car. Make sure to carry the original logbook with you before leaving. The final step is collecting your new logbook. Since the car is now legally yours, you need to pick up the original logbook from the NTSA after they notify you that your new logbook is ready. Carry the old logbook when going to collect the new one. NTSA will destroy the old logbook and issue a new one to your name. And that's it. That's how you buy a car in Kenya without getting scammed. Stay safe and make smart purchases. My name is Ian. This is Car Advice Kenya. Till next time, goodbye.